What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Oh my goodness. Hey, happy Friday, everybody. Listen, people are coming in here a little slow today. It's a lot going on. It's Friday. There's a lot going on these YouTube streets. So let me go ahead and share this out, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Trying to get in here and get out so that y'all can get to everybody else that's got stuff going on. We know that Abby does her Get Ready With Me for the Queen's Corner. And then, you know, she has the Queen's Corner tonight. My nephew, D, he has an interview with the actress who plays Patrice Woodbine over on her channel. Over with Chloe Johnson tonight. It's a lot going on. And then, you know, it's just other YouTube stuff going on. But that's okay. Y'all know how we do. We're going to get in where we get in. We're going to keep it moving. Hey, Lady V. What's up, Kenya? How you doing, Kenya NBA? Hey, girl. Hey. So happy Friday. I hope everybody had a great week. TGIF. I know I was ready for it. Real quick. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn my air on. I'm hot. Hold on. What's up? Hey, what's up, Janae? Hey, Travel Love. What's up, y'all? Yeah, as soon as I get off of here, child, I'm going to open up these windows. But right now, I just got to turn that air on. I just got home a little while ago, and then I had to hurry up and eat my dinner and stuff. Like I said, I wanted to go ahead and go live and get out of everybody's way. But anyway, let's go ahead. We have some stuff to talk about. We're going to get into it. Like I said, people are coming in slow, but y'all know they're going to come in. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. What's up, B-Lo? How you doing? You'll be here until D and close. Yeah, exactly. And I want y'all, you know, I want to support everybody. So thank you, Miss Bay. Thanks for going over there to support them. I appreciate that. I'll definitely be in it. You know, I'll definitely be poking my head in. Tea and cocktails. I know that's right. So let's get into some things. We got a couple of updates and stuff like that. Where we gonna start? Well, let's start here. Child, Tim Norman was found guilty. Everybody know by now. Ain't nothing new with that. Ain't no cliffhanger. The verdict came in earlier today. And what's up from Panama City? Hey, what's up, Etsy? How you doing? Yeah, it's nothing. It's, you know, I don't think that's. Wait a minute. Can y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me? Hold on. Because my microphone ain't even plugged in. But I guess y'all can hear me. Hold on. Can y'all hear me okay? Because my microphone ain't even plugged in. Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? You can hear me? Well, I figured y'all can hear me. What's up, Boss Don Diva? I just didn't know if y'all can hear me that good. Okay, you can hear me? Hey, keep it cute. Y'all can hear me better now or the same? It sounds the same. Loud and clear. Okay, well, we're going to keep it moving. Tim Norman was, and for those who don't know, Sweetie Pies. He was on the show Sweetie Pies, which I never watched the show. Miss Robbie was his mom, and he was accused of arranging the, the killing of his nephew, allegedly for the insurance money. What's up, Tabitha? How much I missed? Nothing. We just got started, boo. We just got started, Tabby. I'm sorry, Tabitha. I don't know if you like Tabby. That's why I had to correct myself. I don't even know where Tabby came from. But anyway, yeah. So he was arrested, and it sounded like the image, it sounded like the evidence was overwhelming. I mean, the police had the insurance policy, and the amount of the insurance was ridiculous. Like, it wasn't in balance. Like, it went against certain guidelines for insurance policies, and allegedly he forged the nephew's signature on the policy. It was a lot. It was a lot going on with that. And then, of course, all of his co-conspirators turned and testified against him. So that doesn't help. Even if they're all lying, their story is all the same, and you're the only one saying, no, that's not what happened. So it's not a good look. Closing arguments were yesterday evening. The verdict came back this morning, so it doesn't sound like the jury had to deliberate very long about, your guilt or innocence. So he was found guilty. Okay, Tab yes, Tabby no. Got it. Yeah, so he going to jail. He gone. I hate it because Miss Robbie, I know it's hard. It's a hard thing to have to accept that your child would do something like that. So heinous, and to a family member, to his own nephew, and put you in that position. Like, I know it's hard to accept the fact that that's what you gave birth to and that's what you raised. But I've been following from the beginning. There was no way he wouldn't be found guilty, child. It sounded like the evidence was very, very overwhelming. It definitely sounded like the evidence was very overwhelming, child. Poor Miss Robbie. Yeah, I do feel bad for her, because again, as a mother, and I know people gave her a lot of flack. Well, why would she support him? How could she support him? Thank you. Thank you, Creative Diva. Oh, thank you for that blessing. Look at you showing me love on this Friday afternoon. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, so as a parent, it's just hard. It's just hard to wrap your brain around that. And maybe if she had cut the ties earlier or did some things earlier, maybe things would have turned out differently. But unfortunately, this is where we are, and he was found guilty, and he is going away for a very long time. Cardi B pled guilty. She took a plea deal where she gets 15 days of community service. I told y'all earlier this week, Cardi wasn't going to jail. And I don't have no crystal ball, and I didn't know for sure. I just didn't feel like that Cardi was going to jail. I felt like what happened was exactly what was going to happen. I figured she would take a plea, that this would not actually go through a trial, that she would take a plea, and that the plea would be community service. At the most, maybe a suspended sentence. I said, if they really want to make an example out of her, maybe they'll make her go in for like a day or two. But I don't know. I just didn't feel like I didn't see it. And what happened was they actually had overcharged her. So they ended up having to drop a bunch of the charges. And she ended up being charged with like a level 3 misdemeanor, which is like the lowest like misdemeanor, So yeah, she'll probably knock out. I mean, we see she already started. She donated $100,000 to her elementary school and started an after-school program there. Child, that's probably where she's gonna get all 15 of her hours, and she's gonna get on her private jet and fly her tail right on back to Atlanta, honey, or LA, or wherever she's staying these days, child. Okay, so that is that with the Cardi B situation. Miss Robbie is hateful. Oh wow, Latricia said she don't have no feel. Oh, she don't feel no bad for. Oh, okay. Does Tasha K still have to pay her that money? Absolutely. Yeah. I know that Tasha K is in the process of filing an appeal. But again, I'm no attorney and I'm certainly no judge. So anything is possible. However, the likelihood that judgment is overruled is slim to none. At the most, maybe a reduction. But I doubt it's going to be overruled at all. I doubt it. And Tasha K still hasn't. The problem is, okay, I was going to talk to this a little bit later, but let's go ahead and get this out the way now. I get very frustrated when I hear people. I was listening to a YouTuber yesterday, and the YouTuber was like, allegedly just doesn't mean anything anymore. The days of allegedly are over. The days of allegedly are over, because after that, the Tasha K, Cardi B lawsuit was a game changer. It was a game changer, and you just can't even say allegedly anymore. Let me say this. The problem is, and I've listened to people like Nosy Ho, and I've listened to people like Tasha K. The problem is, you cannot make an opinion a fact. And that's the problem. You cannot say that you know for certain that something is happening when you don't know for certain that something is happening. You can't say, I know absolutely for sure that this is the case, and you don't know that it's the case. You can say, this is what I feel. You can say, based on the information that's out there, this is what I think. And you can say, allegedly. I don't think the notification went out, Tracy, because it's taking a long time for people to come in here. Yeah, this is the second appeal, I believe, Jonathan. I believe it is. And so I don't want people to get caught up in like, oh, well, you just can't say anything. Yes, you can. I can still come down here. We can still have a conversation. I can still give you commentary and give you my opinion. But what I cannot do is make my opinion a fact unless there is actually facts. I can't make my opinion a fact. And I was listening to Nosy Ho, the one that Nicki Minaj is suing. I was listening to her on the lead attorney. Now, this man is an attorney. He's an attorney. That's what he does for a living. He went to law school and all of that. And he is literally trying to tell her what the law is. And she is arguing with him about the law. And he said, well, look, you said this was a fact, talking about the Cardi B, the Nicki Minaj being a cokehead, right? He said, but you said this was a fact, and you don't know that to be a fact. Well, I do know. Yes, I know. I know. Well, that's how I feel, and I'm not backing down off of it. That's how I feel. Hey, it's me, D. I already told everybody to come over and check out your interview later on. I'm gonna try to get out of here by 8:00. We're gonna head over there. I'm gonna be doing double duty between you and Abby, child. But that's the problem. She is literally arguing with this man who is an actual attorney who does this, and he's telling her, you cannot say that this is a fact. And she was like, but that's how, well, look, no, that's not what they were arguing. I'm sorry. That's not what they were arguing. They were arguing about the fact that Nicki Minaj's husband he did not plead guilty to the R word. He pled guilty to attempted R. And there is a difference. Now, you might feel like there's not a difference, and that's fine. But what Nosy Ho was saying was, well, I know he is. I know he's the R word. I know he's the R word, and I'm not changing. But if that's not what he was convicted of, ma'am, you cannot make it. That's like somebody being convicted of attempted robbery and you saying they're a thief. They didn't steal anything. Now, they tried to steal something, but they didn't steal anything. So you cannot walk around calling them a thief. You can't do it. And that is what she's getting in trouble for. It's not about having an opinion. Hey, Pat. It's not about having an opinion. You can have an opinion all day long. As a YouTuber, I can come down here and I can tell y'all what my opinion is all day long. But what I cannot do is make my opinion a fact, because it's not. My opinion does. I don't care how you twist and turn and flip and dip it. My opinion is not a fact. And that's the problem with Tasha K and Nosy Ho and other people who try to say that things are facts. They are not. Tasha K lost her lawsuit. Right, she doesn't listen. Tasha K didn't lose her lawsuit because of her opinion. Tasha K lost her lawsuit because she said that her opinion was a fact. Even after people told her this isn't true, she insisted that it was true. That's why she lost. Do you know how many celebrities sue for defamation and it never goes anywhere? It gets thrown out. They don't win because defamation is a hard bar. I mean, it's a hard bar to prove. It's hard to prove defamation because in defamation, you have to prove intent. I have to prove that somebody intentionally repeated something they knew was a lie. And I have to prove that because of that intentional lie, I lost something. I suffered damages. That is a hard bar, especially for a celebrity. It's hard. So, no, Tasha K didn't lose because she said she lost because she insisted that those things were true. Even after she got a cease and desist. Even after Cardi tried to say, listen, can you just take those videos down? Like, things were done before it went to court. Even after they went to the preliminary hearing and the judge even told Tasha K, you might want to find some new lawyers. Like, the case had problems from the beginning. So I really don't want people to start thinking that because we have one or two examples that all of a sudden now freedom of speech is gone and you can't say, yes, you can. I just can't make it a fact. Right. And it's hard at a celebrity level because you're considered public property. Right. It's very hard at a celebrity level to prove defamation. Tasha K just made it easy because she admitted that she be lying and she knows she lying. She just thinks she's allowed to do it. I've heard Tasha K say that she's allowed to do that. No, you're not. She did it with Larry King earlier this week when they read the text message, when Conscious TV read the text messages. No, Armand Wiggins. And Tasha K, Larry King said, I mean, not Larry King, Lord. Larry Reid said to Tasha K, I never told you that. And she was like, well, it mean, I'm just playing with words. I mean, it's the same thing. No, it's not. What you said was not what he told you, and you cannot repeat it and say, he told me this when that's not what he said to you. It's two different things. He didn't say what you, so no, you don't get to just make shit up. Tasha got online and told herself saying, right, that's what I'm saying. And I said it then, I've told y'all this a million times at this point. When Tasha K said, when they had that snippet of Tasha K admitting that she knew that she says that she lies, I said, oh, well, she just lost that case. All Cardi B's lawyers going to have to do is take that little snippet in the court and say, see, Your Honor, she knows she's lying. She admitted that she knows she's lying. I mean, of course, they did more than that in court, but I'm just saying. And she still won't shut up because she said, I saw, of course, she did a whole video, going off on Cardi B the other night. And she was like, me and Cardi B got real beef. We got real beef. Real beef that you started. Like, Cardi didn't come after you. You went after her. You act like Cardi B has been hunting you down. Ma'am, Cardi B, you started it with her. And I ain't saying Cardi B is no angel by any stretch of the imagination, but you started this fight. And then she said, y'all acting like she said, it's only 4 things that I'm not allowed to say. It's only 4 things that I'm not allowed to say. And then at the end of the video, she says, now meet me on my app for Fuckery Friday, where I can say all the stuff that I'm not allowed to say on YouTube. Ma'am, that is not what that court order says. That court order does not say you can't say that stuff on YouTube. That court order says you can't say it. You keep getting yourself in trouble. You think Cardi B's attorneys don't have a subscription to your damn app? Hell, Cardi B probably over on the app. Especially after you announced, I'm going live Friday to say all the stuff I can't say on YouTube. What is wrong with you, woman? Your ego is at a level that I don't. Hey, Monk Chip, what's up, baby? Freedom is being able to say what you want, but not within boundaries. So technically, it's not free. No, you can have freedom of speech. It's just freedom. It's not. There's freedom of speech. There's just no freedom of consequence. People think that one equals the other, and it doesn't. You can still say what you want to say. Can't nobody stop you from saying it. Just know that there are certain things that there are consequences for. That's all. Tasha K is dealing with the consequences of saying what she said. $4 million worth consequences. Nosy Ho dealing with the consequences of what she said. Now that court case may not go anywhere because I mean, but we don't know. I don't think it's going to go to where I don't think it's going to go to this extent, but I could be wrong. I don't know. But there are consequences. Tasha K had potential to be bigger than YouTube, but she will always stand in her own way because she has no integrity. You know what? It's something more. It's deeper than that. It's that the ego or I don't know what it is. It is something I can't put my finger on it, but it is ridiculous. I'm sitting here looking at. I listened to the video the other day when I got off live. I listened to that 20-minute video, and she went there and she went off on Cardi B, called all Cardi, talked about Cardi B this, and she's still talking about the woman talking about something she can't book shows because nobody wants to book her and everybody's scared to book her, and she won't finish her album because she's scared to finish. She's trying to be a perfectionist and she's getting all this plastic surgery to hold on to her husband. And again, I ain't saying that none of it's a lie because I don't know this woman. I don't know nothing about Cardi B and her and Offset's relationship. I don't know. But what I do know is, why are you still bothering her? There are 5,000 celebrities out here with 5,000 stories. Why you got to keep talking about her? You said she was rambling and talking. She was rambling. Absolutely. I was always told acts have consequences. Make sure you're willing to pay the piper. But anyway, child, there's a true disconnect with Tasha K's ability to understand the facts of that case. It really is. There is something just ain't connecting. But listen, my mama always told me a hard head make a soft behind, and in Tasha K case, a hard head gonna make an empty bank account. So that's her business, child. That's how she wants to spend it. If that's how she wants to spend her money, child, let her spend her money. But I just wanted to say that because I've been listening to different YouTubers. Even Storm Monroe was talking about, allegedly just doesn't mean anything anymore. Yes, it does. But the problem is you can't say like in Nosy Ho's case, the quote that I read, y'all, she said allegedly, right? But then she turned around in the very next breath and said, I ain't saying allegedly because it's true. I know it's true. I'm not saying allegedly. Nicki Minaj is a ... I ain't saying allegedly. So yeah, you can say allegedly, but you gotta mean it. You gotta stick to it. You can't just say allegedly and then say you don't really mean it though. You you can't do that. I agree, Kenya. I agree. There's some low emotional intelligence there, child. Anyway. Right. Allegedly don't mean turn around and put stank on it. You know what I'm saying? That's like apologizing to somebody and then punching them in the face. You didn't mean it. You didn't mean the apology. So, of course, there's still going to be a consequence for punching me in the face because you didn't mean the apology because you turned around and punched me in the face. It's crazy that people are mad they can't lie on celebrities. Right. I was listening to another video and somebody in the comments were like, she don't have nothing better to do. What's the big deal? I mean, so what? People are making up stories. You're rich. You're famous. Go do something else. And I'm like, so because somebody's a celebrity, they're not supposed to care that people are talking about them and people are lying. Again, it's not the talking about part that people are mad about. It's the lying. Hey, Chocolate Rose, it's the lying that people got a problem with. I think celebrities understand that people are talking about them, but it's the lying. And also, too, you have to remember the exposure is different than it used to be. Once upon a time, the National Enquirer would run a story or US Weekly would run a story, and then it would kind of just float away. Now it's on the internet. You're making YouTube videos. You're putting Instagram posts up, and it is staying forever. You know what I mean? And it's growing legs, and every blogger is picking it up and repeating the story. It's a little different than it used to be. People kill me when they say dumb ish like that. Okay, why do folks think that because someone has money, they're no longer hurt or have feelings? Right, that's what I don't understand. No, Diamond Pearl. Actually, we can ready pivot over there in a minute. We can ready pivot over here to Bishop Whitehead now, child. Oh, okay. I forgot about it. I forgot to stop at the Dollar Tree. Oh, okay. I'll get a bag tomorrow. I got it. I get up in the morning, go get the cake and the cupcakes and all that stuff, child. Child, yes. Now, I just got to remember to make sure I don't leave that here. I'll put it by the door. Because, in the morning, I'm going to be on autopilot. Mm-hmm. Especially if you stay online late. Child. I know what it is. I said this before. We live in a sick ass world where Tasha K doing shit like this is going to be accepted somewhere. Tasha K still has her winos and diehard fans. And that's the other problem too. These people fans, because now the one thing I will say is, Nosy Ho has been getting death threats, and that's not okay either. That's not okay either. The Barbs, threatening her life, that's not okay either. And I understand that, but my thing is, y'all don't know this woman. Y'all don't know Nicki Minaj. That's not your cousin. That's not your sister. And I'm still not saying that a death threat would be okay if it's your cousin or your sister, but at least then I understand. But you don't know that woman. And y'all are literally online. And you see it in the chat. People are literally following her around and making these death threats. Now, again, I don't agree with anything she has said, okay? I don't, because I think, I ain't gonna say anything she said, but anything I've heard, because I don't watch her. But the things that I have heard, the clips that I have heard, I don't agree with a lot of what she said. But that doesn't mean that I think it's okay for the Barbs to say the things that they've said either. Like one don't equal the other. It's all good, Six Sad World. You know, I know you, girl. And the problem is Nicki don't tell her fans to come. Exactly. She doesn't. Matter of fact, Nosy Ho was showing screenshots where Nicki was liking their comments and LOLing when they were saying stuff like that. So to me, that's a problem. Is she still monetized? As far as I know, Tasha K is still monetized. Yeah, as far as I know. And I'm going to be honest with you, that part I'm a little confused about, because I know smaller YouTubers who've been demonetized for less. So... But she did say that in her video. That was one of the things she said. She said that she is good with YouTube and she is within the guidelines of her YouTube agreement, and that she good. So she must be, because they sure haven't taken her. As far as I know, they have not taken her monetization. So she must be. But I'm going to say this too. Cardi B's attorneys could have asked that she not be demonetized, because how else is she making money? Thank you for supporting me, Quintessential, and happy birthday again. Thank you for supporting me with the Avon order. I appreciate it. Nicki is like Donald Trump. That is true. That's very much like Donald Trump. Speaking of which, Tabitha, I was going to call you earlier on Instagram. You know I don't have your phone number, girl. But I saw that post you put up last night, and that kind of scared me a little bit. I ain't even going to tell a lie. The Proud Boys, Tabitha, if you're still in the chat, are calling for another rally here in DC on September the 24th. The same people to commemorate for the heroes of January the 6th. And I saw it on her. She did a video about it on TikTok, and she uploaded it to her YouTube. I'm gonna have to go do some research on that, because it ain't gonna go down like it went down last time. Now that it ain't gonna go down like it went. They're gonna have the damn National Guard out there this time, but still, it ain't a good look. Yeah, it ain't a good look. Now she promoting other apps and taking supporters from YouTube. Oh, not if she's promoting other apps and taking supporters from YouTube. They have. I know YouTubers whose channels have been snatched for less. Well, their monetization has been taken for less. YouTube, in most cases, they'll let you keep your channel. They'll take that monetization though, honey. But they'll terminate a channel too. Yep, and Donald Trump is out fanning the flames. I'm gonna have to do when I get off. That's one of the things I'm gonna have to do tonight, is do some research on that one, because shoot, I might decide. I mean, I don't work in DC anymore, but that might be something I may not even want to go be out the house, honey. They talking about all of that. They calling them people back to the city. I don't want no parts of that. But like I said, they'll have the National Guard and everything else out there this time. But all right, let's talk about Bishop Whitehead. Let's pivot, child. Here go your Bishop Whitehead update, child. You sent it to your 20. Yeah, I sent it too. I forwarded it out too. I sure did. And let me say this, y'all. I tried to find a clear video so I could show y'all this video, but the only place I could find it is on another YouTube channel, and y'all know I don't do that. I'm not gonna play another YouTuber's content like that. But there is a YouTube channel called Bishop Whitehead's victims or something like that, and that's where you can go see the video. But it looks like, and this was recently because I matched up the outfit his wife was wearing to an outfit. If you go to her Instagram page, it's she had that outfit on earlier this week when she was doing her morning prayer. So this, I feel like this is just something that happened this week. They had some people over to the house, and he presented her with some roses, a nice bouquet of roses. He got down on one knee, and he presented her with a new ring. He said, "Here's an upgrade. You thought your ring was at the jeweler's to get measured when I was really upgrading you." And he bought her a 8-carat diamond wedding ring. Now I got a couple of questions. Question number one. How many wedding rings did she have? Because didn't her wedding ring get stolen last month or the month before last? So had you already bought her a new ring after the robbery, or did she have, because some people have more than one wedding ring. I have friends who have more than one wedding ring for different reasons or whatever. So that's my first question. My first question is, how many wedding rings did she have prior to the robbery? Okay, that's number one. Number two, why wouldn't that be the language that you used? The language that I would have used, he did say his wife's ring got stolen. The language that I would have used would have been, this is to replace the ring that was stolen, not upgrade you and you thought your ring was at the jeweler getting sized. My third question is, sir, if you got money to buy a 8-carat diamond ring for your wife, why you ain't got no money to go and rent out a real church? I'm just saying. They sold a fake ring. Who got Avon? I sell Avon. Do I have a mod in the chat that can drop the link, my Avon link? Little baby, can you drop the Avon link? Little baby here. I said, say what? And he got down on one knee and everything, honey. He got down on one knee. And then she gave this whole speech, child. She was crying. And she talked about how good of a man he was, and how good of a man he was, and how she don't even deserve a man like him, and how everybody don't understand their ministry, but that she is going to spend the rest of her life making him a good wife, being a good wife to him, because he's a good husband to her. And I said, and I am listening to this thing, and I said, yeah, I'm still stuck on the fact that this man said you thought your ring was at the jeweler's getting sized, but I was really giving you an upgrade. When you told us 2 months ago that woman's ring got stolen, you said that her wedding ring was stolen, her Cartier earrings was stolen. That's what you said. You said it. You said it. I wish I could find that video. Listen, if I could find a clean video, we're going to do it. I'm going to show it to y'all. But I just couldn't find one that's not from another YouTube channel. But if I could find it I was looking for it on Instagram, because I could take it off of Instagram. I was looking for it on Instagram. I couldn't find it, but I'm going to look for it. And if I find it, we're going to look at it together, child. They're going to have matching jumpsuits, child. She said, people don't understand our ministry. I don't. I'm people. People don't understand y'all ministry. I'm people. Because I don't. He got new color glass. He said, thank you, Tabitha. I know he said it. He said her wedding ring was stolen because he said her earrings, her watch, her jewelry. Like he said her jewelry, but he said her wedding ring. He said it. And like I said, she might have more than one ring, but had he said, y'all, I'm telling you, I wouldn't even be giving him a hard time had he said, this is to replace the ring that was stolen. I know that your wedding ring was stolen, but but you know what? That was just God's way of me giving you what you deserve. And here it is. I done upgraded you. Forget about what those robbers took from us. God done blessed me with an upgrade. You know what I'm saying? Like he could have finessed it, and I just wouldn't even say that, even though I still would have felt like it was some bull hockey. I wouldn't even said nothing because I'd have been like, well, that's what happens. Because when that insurance check come through, even though he said that the jury wasn't insured, but listen. I believe the jury was insured. Now, whether the jury was worth what he insured it for, that ain't my business. That's between him and that insurance company. But I believe the jury was insured because the fact that the numbers of the amount, the value of the jury kept changing. She must have a wedding ring for each finger. Child, stole it. They held the gun on his. Yep. Exactly. He's telling himself trying to flex. That man has been caught in so many lies. Child. Speaking of which, Tabitha, here go one for you. Speaking of being caught in lies, allegedly. See, I'm saying allegedly, y'all, because I'm getting this from somewhere else, and I don't know if it's true. Okay. Allegedly, attorneys have looked for this paperwork, this court case that allegedly he filed against Larry Reid and King Jives. And according to this attorney, they can't find the case. They can't find proof that a case has ever been filed. And on top of that, King Jives said he still has not received any paperwork. How you suing somebody and they ain't been served? It's been over a week. How they ain't been served yet? King Jives ain't hiding. Jives ain't hiding. Larry Reid, notice Larry Reid ain't said nothing now. Larry Reid ain't said a word. But King Jives, he talk a little bit here and a little bit there. You got to catch it. He bloop, 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 bloop. But he said, last I checked, now I don't watch him every day, but last I checked, he said he ain't got no paperwork yet. He ain't got nothing yet. And allegedly, an attorney looked for that case, and they can't find a record of no case being filed in New York against Larry Reid or Jives. Like he has another bishop ring, and that one was right. Like he had two bishop rings, right? Mm-hmm. Right. That's why they said they knew nothing about it, because they haven't been served. Right. And notice Larry Reid ain't said nothing. Larry Reid made that little statement that first day. He said, I don't know what y'all talking about. Remember, even then, he wouldn't acknowledge the lawsuit. He wouldn't acknowledge that the lawsuit existed. He said, I don't know what y'all talking about. Exactly, Tabitha. They said, I don't know what y'all talking about. And King Jives spoke a few days ago and said he ain't got nothing. He ain't heard from nothing. And one of them internet attorneys has been looking for the case. They've been looking for it. And they said that when they went to go chat, nothing had been filed. I find that interesting. And if you notice, Whitehead ain't saying nothing. And that man ain't been able to be quiet since this whole thing started. But notice he's been very quiet. He has shut the hell up. He ain't said nothing. I find that to be very interesting as well. Because y'all know my nosy ass keep checking his Instagram to see if he done said something. He ain't said nothing. Right, it's the same as his verbal cease and desist. You saw he deleted that video, even though that video is up on my page. He deleted it off his Instagram, but it's still on my YouTube, where he said this serves as his verbal cease and desist, child. The papers were stolen too. You always thought that lawsuit talk was a stunt, child. All right, y'all. Well, fortunately, I shouldn't say unfortunately. Fortunately, because if she need the help, she need the help. Wendy Williams allegedly is back in rehab, a wellness center. They said allegedly it's for alcohol. They said that it was bad. It was really, really bad. And that basically the people that do care about Wendy had to basically threaten her to get her to go into the facility. I'm just going to pray for her. I said this the other day. it is very, very hard to maintain your sobriety. And I as much as we don't like Kevin and we blame Kevin for a lot of things, I really think Kevin did a lot to protect Wendy. I think Kevin took care of business. I think Kevin, what's the word I'm looking for? I think Kevin controlled, for lack of, that's the word I'm looking for, but he controlled things, and he protected her. I think that, and I honestly feel like Wendy would have never left had we, the public, had not found out about that baby. Because let's be clear, Wendy knew. Y'all really think that Wendy found out about that baby when they hit the news? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And again, I'm not saying that makes, I ain't giving, let's be clear, I don't want nobody to think I'm giving Kevin any accolades, because I am not. I don't think Kevin is a good guy either. Let's be clear. I do not. But I'm saying that I think that this spiral we're seeing has a lot to do with the fact that Kevin is not there, not because Kevin broke her heart. Because let's be clear, even in the movie we saw, Kevin had been cheating on her for years and she knew about it. She knew about the house. She knew that Kevin bought that house for that woman. And I don't believe that she found out about the baby through the tabloids. I don't believe that. I believe she already knew about that baby. I believe that she was happy living that fantasy. It was when we found out, when the public found out, and then she felt pressure to do something, is when she finally divorced him. Because let's be clear, if she wanted to divorce that man, he had given her 500 reasons to divorce him prior to the baby showing up. She has an addictive personality. It's sad watching her spiral. Kelvin kept the vultures away. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, Cindy. I feel that way. And again, I'm not saying that Kevin is a good guy either. That ain't what I'm saying. But I do feel like Kevin, I feel like they just had that toxic type of love. And, you know, Kevin knew how to keep her functioning. He knew how to make sure she showed up for work. He knew how to make sure she was there for, you know, the morning meetings and the press junkets and the photo sessions and whatever it was that she needed to do. He knew how to make sure she was there. You know what I'm saying? He knew how to make sure that she was up out the bed and wherever she needed to be. And when she absolutely positively couldn't be there, he knew how to cover for her in a way that maintained the relationship with these people. Remember when Mercury Debmar, the production company, remember when they said that they called Wendy. They tried to get Wendy to show up for some final episodes, and they wanted to give her a proper send-off, and she wouldn't return the phone calls. Nobody would get back to her. Do you really think that would have happened with Kelvin? No. He'd have made sure them phone calls got returned. He would have made sure that she would have been there, or she would have fulfilled the responsibility. That's my opinion. And again, that don't mean that I think that Kevin is a nice guy. I don't, but that's what I think. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. Safaree and Erica. Safaree and Erica, he was her handler. That's it. Thank you, Hubbard. That's what I was talking about. He was her handler. Absolutely. Thank you. See? I love it. I love it. Y'all be helping me out. Y'all be helping me with my words sometimes. Yep. She was a no call, no show to work. But when trying to get her money from Wells Fargo, she pops up in a Florida beach, on a Florida beach. Wendy has been through a lot, the demise of her marriage, the death of her mom. And I think during the pandemic, lockdown was too much and she started to spiral. I agree. That pandemic was hard on so many people. So many people. I believe the time she fainted on TV, she suffered a mild stroke because she's not been cognitive since. That very well could have been it. It very well could have been a lot more serious than what we were led to believe. You're right about that one, Callie girl. Absolutely. Yeah. Yep. If he was a good guy, he would have gotten her the help she needed a long time ago. Now I didn't say he was a good guy. I never said he was a good guy. I never said that. I said that I think he kept her where she needed to be. He handled her. He was a handler. I ain't saying she was a good guy, that he's a good guy, because I don't think he was a good guy at all. Britney Spears is almost at a settlement with her daddy over her the money that he misspent the time that she was in her conservatorship. It looks like they're settling. Oh, I done skipped ahead of Safaree and Erica, child. Safaree and Erica have finalized their divorce. Safaree, it's been reported that Safaree has to pay her over $4,000 a month for child support. Now, remember, they have those 2 young babies. I mean, the only thing I could say is this. If the court got him paying $4,000 a month, that means that they've looked over the financials and he must be making some decent money. I don't know. But child, I think it's $4,300 a month that allegedly, what's reported ain't always the truth, but allegedly $4,300 a month in child support. That's really not ridiculous. I mean, we've seen some people that got to pay $20,000, $30,000 a month. So, but it is what it is. So their divorce is final, child. She had an addiction. Kevin helped her through that, but he became her addiction. Now he's gone, so she substituted alcohol in place of Kevin. Yeah, I could see that. Yep. Mm-hmm. He makes money off the mold. That's right. He did do a mold, didn't he? And they said he said he does real estate. He said he has real estate rental properties. Safaree is making money. I ain't saying he a multi-billionaire or nothing, but he good. He is good. Okay, what I was saying about Britney Spears. Looks like her and her daddy are coming to some sort of agreement. And it's being reported that they're going to settle for about $7 million. She probably wants to just get this over with and settle. The reality is her daddy may not have no $7 million to even give her, but at least it'll be resolved. It'll be settled. And hopefully she can just move forward. I mean, nobody can get that woman those 13 years back. I don't know. I hope they can co-parent without too much drama. I think they're fine when the cameras aren't around, but that's my opinion. And that's my opinion. And when I say fine, I don't mean fine like they're still a couple. I just mean I think they do a decent job of co-parenting when the cameras aren't around. That's what I mean by that. So y'all know I just gotta give y'all my Britney Spears update. Now let's get into this last little story, honey. Tiffany Haddish. We got an update on the Tiffany Haddish, Ari Spears. I'm gonna read y'all this. According to, where is this coming from? The Shade Room? The Jasmine brand. According to the Jasmine brand, well, actually, according to Radar Online, the siblings who alleged that they were groomed by Tiffany Haddish and Ari Spears are ready to talk about their settlement. John and Jane Doe, the names of the siblings used to file their lawsuit, allege they have attempted to contact Tiffany Haddish and Ari Spears, but they have not heard from them. The siblings claim the comedians have instead chosen to reach out to my mother to get her to force my brother and me to settle. Jane claimed to have contacted Clifton Albright, Haddish's attorney, and laid out basic terms for the parties to engage in mediation settlement talks. My brother and I are amenable to plaintiff Haddish's desire to engage in mediation. According to Jane, the mediation would have to be paid for by Haddish and must take place in Las Vegas within the next 2 weeks. Jane said if they agreed to a settlement, she would consider releasing a joint statement with Haddish where we state the parties have agreed to a private settlement and Haddish must publicly apologize for her role in the skits. In the future, she wants Haddish to disregard her shakedown statement directed towards our mother and state she never intended to harm my brother and mother and me. As previously before reported, Haddish and Spears are being sued for da 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 da. So I'm confused. I got some questions, y'all. I got some questions. So from my understanding of what's being said here, the young lady is willing to settle. However, Tiffany won't talk to the young lady. Tiffany has reached out to the mom. The daughter is saying, I don't know why you're talking to the mama because I'm the one suing you and you can't make me accept a settlement through the mama. Now, this is a lot of layers here. So it sounds like, according to this, if this is true, Tiffany is interested in a settlement, but for whatever reason, Tiffany doesn't want to talk to the daughter. She wants to talk to the mother. Also, I noticed in this whole statement, we only talking about the skits. We're not talking about the other stuff. Because last week you were demanding that Tiffany be arrested and be charged with the other stuff. But I don't see nothing in here about that. I don't see nothing in here about you wanting this to go to court. You want her arrested. You want her held accountable. I'm not saying none of that. I'm saying you want an apology and a check. Now, maybe she talked to the DA and the DA said there's nothing we can do legally. Like we can't arrest her. Like based on the information, we don't have enough. Like maybe that's what happened and that's why she's backing up off of the legal stuff. The criminal stuff. You see what I'm saying? Maybe she's backing up off of the criminal stuff because the DA has told her, ain't nothing we can do, boo. Like, I'm sorry to hear that, but baby, there's nothing we can do about that. I got questions. I definitely had some questions. I find it interesting that Tiffany, if this is true, that Tiffany reached out to the mom to talk settlement. Didn't you say this was a shakedown? Didn't you say that this woman was a liar and that you can't wait to tell the real story and you can't wait to tell your story and that this woman was just a scammer? And like, ain't that what you said? Ain't that what you said? So why are you reaching out to the same woman that you said was shaking you down, that was scamming, when you don't have to? Because every article I read was very clear that the mother has nothing to do with this, that the mother is not suing anybody. It is the daughter. So why are you reaching out to the same woman that you claim was the shakedown when you don't even have to talk to her? And why y'all don't have an attorney? You shouldn't be talking to nobody. Your attorney should be talking to her attorney. I agree, Tabitha. I think there's a lot missing from this statement. I think there's a lot missing. Oh, I didn't say I don't. Now, Marilyn, let me say this. I ain't saying that I don't believe, because listen, we still saw that damn video. I ain't saying I don't believe something. We saw the video. That's all I'm gonna say. We saw the video. Well, that's what Tiffany said. Remember, Tiffany said that. Tiffany said from the beginning that the mother put them up to this. So maybe that's why she's reaching out, because she feels like this is coming from the mother and not coming from Tiffany. So maybe that's what that's about. That might be why. I want to know why they're just suing the actors. Well, who else are they supposed to sue? If she's reaching out to the mom, that is strange. It's a lot. Like I said, like we all said, there's a lot missing. There's a lot missing from these things. It's a lot missing. It's because there's so many scammers. Anytime people hear about a settlement, they side-eye it. Too much public speaking. One statement from the girl, one from Tiffany, and one from Ari is enough. I just don't think there should be any statements until there's the only statement we should have heard was an apology and a joint statement saying the issue has been resolved and Tiffany apologizing if that's what you want. Tiffany and the mom were friends, but again, Tiffany said, this woman is shaking me down. This is a lie. I can't wait to be able to tell my side of the story and let y'all know what really happened. Why are you reaching out to her to talk settlement? Production director's the cameraman. But that's the thing, Donna. Ari Spears was the producer and the director. I don't know who the cameraman was, but Ari Spears directed those videos and he produced those videos. Those were his videos. He uploaded them to other websites, but those were his videos. So who else is there to sue? Ari Spears was the producer, the writer, and the director. Now, like I said, I don't know who the cameraman was. Why hostile towards Tiffany? Why are they not selling with Ari? It seems they come for Tiffany, who has more money than Ari. Maybe Ari hasn't reached out for a settlement. It said Tiffany is the one that reached out. Maybe Ari hasn't reached out. Maybe he's not trying to settle. I don't know. Oh, okay, Donna. No. That's why I asked you that, because I didn't know if you knew that. Yeah, no, that's why I asked you that. Also, it's in Tiffany's best interest to listen. I told y'all before, Tiffany should have settled this 2 years ago. If she is reaching out to settle, then that's on her, because she should have settled this 2 years ago. There's no way in the world. I don't give a damn. Listen, y'all know my girl. Oh, y'all know my girl, Whoopi. I remember Whoopi. They were talking about something, child. They were talking about something. Yeah, Ari did settle. Ari already. That's the article that said that Ari had already settled. That's true. They said that. I remember Whoopi, they were talking on The View one time about something and about, well, people don't settle if they're not guilty. And Whoopi was like, that's a lie. Whoopi said, that's a lie. She said, sometimes you settle, even though you're not guilty, just to get it over with, just to get it away from you, just to be done with it. She said, I have settled things in the past that I wasn't guilty. I mean, she was never accused of this. But she said, I have paid people off just so they'll leave me alone, just so I don't have to deal with it anymore. Just so I don't have to this for the rumor to go away or the story to go away. She said, just because people settle doesn't always mean they're guilty. She said, I've settled before and I wasn't guilty. Right, because they said initially that the mom just wanted money for therapy and school. Right. Even if she's reaching out to settle, it should be with the. I agree, C. Golden. I don't think that Tiffany should be reaching out, and I don't think that the daughter should be speaking to us. I mean, even though, I mean, of course, we want to know what's going on with the case, but I don't think she should be telling us anything until her attorney has talked to Tiffany's attorney and they've agreed on what they're going to do and what they're going to say. And you know, if Tiffany and if she wants an apology, then that's what's going to be tricky, because I don't know if Tiffany, you know, an apology is almost an admission of guilt. Apologizing is an admission of guilt. Paying somebody off, I wouldn't settle for anything criminal if I didn't do it. No, now Whoopi wasn't talking about criminal. She wasn't talking about any criminal things. She wasn't talking about criminal stuff. No, she was talking about like civil lawsuits and stuff. Abby, what you doing here? What's up, Star? Yeah, so I'm letting y'all know. Listen, I'll keep y'all updated. I tried to keep y'all updated. I tried to get some information before I went live. If I get some more information, I'll let y'all know. I was trying to get some more information, child. But that's all I got. That's all I got for now. I'm sure their lawyers want them to hush. Exactly. You stuck in a meeting. Oh no. Well, I'm about to get off of here because It's Me D. Y'all can head over to It's Me D's channel. He is interviewing the actress that plays Patrice Woodbine from P Valley. Y'all can go check that out with Chloe Johnson. And y'all know Ebby, has the Queen's Court tonight over on TTB. So yeah. Let me check on something before I get y'all off of here. Let me check one more thing. Because I'm not sure if we're going live tonight or not. Hold on, let me see. We're gonna do our Ready to Love review tonight on Kamisha Reviews. I guess at 9 o'clock. I don't know what time. Hold on, y'all. What time? Because Kamisha is not available tomorrow, and I'm not available tomorrow. So we're gonna. I mean, not just because of me, but I'm just saying I'm glad we changed it because I wasn't really available tomorrow either. I know it's tonight, and I'm assuming it has to be after 8 o'clock, child, because the show go off at 9. Yeah. I'll share the link though. Y'all have a good evening, and I will talk to y'all later. Mwah! Happy weekend. I was gonna say happy birthday, Lord. Happy weekend, everybody.